because if I get the ring light positioned more square on my face, then I end up with little circles in my glasses. So
yeah,
I've got it
don't have to worry about
off-centered a little.
But that's okay.
Yep. All right. I have gone live on YouTube at the same time. One of these days, we'll figure out how to get you to join over there too. So,
yeah.
You had an exciting morning?
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
We're doing this together.
Yeah. We got 2 people on here. Is that me and you?
No, I don't think so. Mine shows 0. So
okay. I show Billy's joined. Billy, if you'll just stay with us and type in the comments where you're from. This is the first time we've been able to joint host, so we're excited about it. User 870, if you'll do the same, just type in the comments where you guys are from. And I watched one of my YouTube records the live when you stream it. And I watched one this morning, and I say a lot of this back and forth because.
So remember, you can swipe your screen to make the comments bigger.
Yes, I can.
I don't know if that works with me on there, but.
Yep, it's still Tiki Talkie Nuggies. Hey, I'm glad to have you. I didn't see him earlier. Mal joined. Okay. We are going to.
So I have this.
Yay.
So written in my permanent marker.
Yeah. Did you replace your whiteboard yet?
I was able to get it off. We asked Alexa while we were on the live actually how to get it off, and took a little work, but we made it happen.
Good.
So does it let you swipe to see? Because it's not allowing me to swipe to see.
It will allow me to swipe to see, but it writes all over your face and my face, and that's fine if there are actually comments there. But right now I'm showing there's 0 people in the room and 0 comments, so I'll just.
Yeah. But just remember that I cannot see your comments.
Okay.
I can only see my comments and people that have joined my side.
Okay.
So,
I guess that you may be showing more people in the room. I'm showing 0, but your count's not going to be like mine.
I have Vanessa. Hello, Vanessa. Welcome in. Nope, she's gone already. So,
yeah.
People are just going by. That's okay. So, on the training yesterday, which I don't know if I agree with this, but what she said was that it only shows that people have joined the live. If you know how when you're like scrolling through and you see a live,
if you tap the screen,
click on it to enter the room, that is the only time that it shows up.
I will say when I've done the scroll, it doesn't say that I've joined the live unless I click, and then a comment will come across the bottom and say that I have joined the live. So I think that's probably correct. So these people have actually clicked and are here. Now it says to invite people. So let me see if I can figure out how to invite people.
So don't invite them to be on the live. You just share it with them. So you click the little share button at the bottom.
Okay.
Share.
Okay. And if they've got a little green icon on them, that means they're
active on TikTok
Active on TikTok right now. Okay. I will send out a few. Maybe we'll get some people that will join us and converse with us and ask us questions to keep us on our toes.
So also on the training though, that people can be watching when they're just on the scroll screen, and they can stay there and watch for, I don't know, I guess until their phone times out. And it will never show that they actually entered the room. So that's something to think about, because I know I'm always like, oh, nobody's here. Nobody wants to talk to me. But maybe they are. Maybe they are. They're listening.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So
today, instead of talking about digital marketing, I wanted to talk about getting free from debt, having a balanced budget, and living a life of financial freedom. How does that sit with you?
Sounds great.
Does that work for you?
Yeah.
So most people, if they're seeing us, can tell that I am 63 or I'm over 60, and you are not even 35 yet. So
I am too. I turned 37 in 2 weeks.
okay. Hey, I reached out to Mallory for us when we go to DC. Mallory lives there. She's Kelly's daughter. She's 37 also. She hasn't responded, but I invited her to do touristy things with us, and Kelly said, "Oh, she'll love that." So, but
Mel, have you ever been to Washington D.C.? We're kind of chatting about that right now.
Yes.
You wanna...
Frank, if you've ever been, say hi. Okay, I'm gonna say hi. William Hart joined. We're asking.
We're headed to D.C. next week, and so
next month.
Many times.
Next month.
So what's the best place to go to, Mal? This is living life to the fullest, manifesting, accomplishing goals, positive vibes. Love it.
Hey, Princess. Glad to have you. Hope you'll stay around. We're going to talk about being debt-free, living a life of financial freedom, which provides time freedom.
Travel to Washington, D.C.
And traveling to Washington, D.C. Yeah.
Lots of good food. Everybody has said how good the food is there.
Oh, good. That's the one thing I wanted to do.
I like food, but I'm not like a big foodie. But I had one of my Team Rubicon friends. He lives like Alexandria, and he's like, "Go try the Ethiopian food." And I'm like,
I've never had Ethiopian,
once, but as long as there's a taco truck out front.
I've never had any Ethiopian food. That would be interesting.
I'd have to Google probably what some of it is, because I don't know. I'm not educated in Ethiopian food, but apparently it's like one of the highest concentration of Ethiopian people outside of like their largest city. So news to me. Yeah. So MGM Casino in Maryland is nice. How far is that from DC then?
Hey, thank y'all for joining. If you just let us know where you're from, we're talking about DC right now. We're going to talk about living debt-free and having a balanced budget, along with ways to get to financial freedom so you can travel to DC.
About 16 minutes. Oh, okay. Can we take the train or the, what's it called? Subway? Is it a subway?
Subway.
New York.
They have both.
Okay.
DC.
I have to figure that out too, because we fly out of Baltimore. So
the first time I went to DC, I stayed in or I landed in West Virginia. No, I don't know where I landed. Anyway, I had to take a train into DC because my friend lived in Virginia and I was staying with her. But
I have heard that the public transportation is really good though. So
that's my memory of it.
If we navigated New York City, we should be able to navigate DC.
Hey, the Odd Bean, thanks for joining. We're going to talk about traveling to DC. We're going to talk about living a debt-free life and how that can provide some financial freedom for you. So I'm going to just start real quick, Jenna. You told me about a other side of the budget that we've not been addressing. We've been addressing expenses. And most of us think in order to have a balanced budget, we've got to cut expenses. That is the one side to do that is most easily controlled to begin with. And I've been given some expense cutting tips or budget tips on our TikTok site. Hey, Emily. Hey, Connie. And for those of you that are interested, just go through there and you can see some of the budgeting tips. I've tried to find some really unique ones that people don't think of every day. And one that was eye-opening to me, we had to go to Houston, right about in the middle of my budgeting tips, was the toll roads. It never dawned on me to navigate around the toll roads.
Yeah.
I just said, I got to get from point A to point B and did not think about, I'm not even paying any attention to YouTube over here. I hope nobody's joined us so far, but did not even think about the toll roads. And so if you know that you're, wanting to save money on a budget, you just have to leave a little bit earlier, plan your destination, and GPS will do it for you. They will just route you around those toll roads so you don't have to pay for that anymore.
That's the thing you can change is just to avoid toll roads.
Yeah. So, anybody want to share with us one of their budgeting tips that you think maybe we hadn't thought about? Or what's your favorite budgeting tip? Hey, Edie, good to have you. Scott, good to have you.
So the book I'm reading, you may have seen her. She's Your Rich BFF is her name on TikTok. She's probably actually, I think she's younger than me. She's like late 20s. And she shares a whole lot of budget things and just ways. And so she came out with a book, which I think is fairly new.
Hey, Charity.
And it's called Rich AF. So like rich. And
hey,
it's
Bam.
just like really like I can hear her voice. It's actually, I'm reading it. You'd be really proud of me. I'm not listening to it.
Good for you.
But I can hear her voice reading it. And like, it's just very like down to earth, really just natural. And so she says over and over and over. Oh man, because I'll misquote her.
Hey, Danny, glad to have you in here. We're talking budgeting, traveling, and living the life of financial freedom. Hey.
Yeah, she says over and over and over that you can save as much money as you want, but you can't save your way to rich.
Right.
You can only make your money work for you to become rich. And so when it says you can only save as much as you earn, but you can always earn more.
Yep. So that's a little bit about what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to flash our website up here, beingpoorsucks.com. Beingpoorsucks.com. Yeah. Genesis is a little bit smaller. And Jenna and I have been in business for 6 or 7 years together. We started out flipping houses. We gave each other, she definitely gave me courage, and I believe that I gave her courage. We gave each other courage. We gave each other a second brain to bounce ideas off of. We gave each other a little bit of financial stability. And so when we started flipping houses, we were trained by an organization that says, don't use your own money, use other people's money. So we had to go through the process of getting loans. We got loans to purchase the homes. We got loans to renovate the homes, and then we sold the homes for profit. And we did that fairly well until last year when the interest rates started going up and people quit buying homes. And there we were stuck with 2 homes that we had just renovated and having to pay the carrying costs on 2 separate homes, 2 separate loans for purchase and renovation. I don't even know what the total amount was, but our expenses every month were $3,000 plus that we were having to come up with out of our own pocket. So we regrouped and said, we have got to do something different. I love flipping houses. I love making them beautiful. Hey, Ron, thanks for joining. Hey, Stacy, thanks for joining. If y'all will let us know where you're from or what your favorite budget tip is, that's what we're talking about today, and how you can live a life of financial freedom. And I told David last night, I miss flipping houses and I want to go back to flipping houses. And he just kind of rolled his eyes at me. We still own 1 house that we converted to a rental, and we've got a really good tenant in there as far as we can tell so far. That's really good. We're not having to come up with out-of-pocket money any longer. We have refinanced it, but in our journey to find additional sources of income, if y'all have done any reading at all on people that make a lot of money, they always have multiple streams of income. So one of our second streams of income is our website, beingpoorsucks.com. We're doing some digital marketing, and there are only 5 steps, really and truly, that you need to do to be successful at digital marketing. The first one is you have to have a great product. Jenna, I'm going to talk about 1, let you talk about 2. We'll alternate if that works. I know you have kids there, and if it doesn't work, it's fine. But
I lost my eyelashes.
What? Oh,
I had a
filter on with your eyelashes.
Effect that gave me eyelashes.
Hey, Mama Q. Hey, Patricia Faye. RR. We appreciate y'all joining. We are talking about budgeting living a life of financial freedom, traveling. The main thing today about budgeting is you can only save what you have earned. And if you want to earn more, you might have to look outside your 9-to-5 job. And we looked at digital marketing. So we have found a product that pays 100% profit. Now, you might ask, how is that possible? Well, it is a digital product that you download immediately. And if you purchase, there are different levels to purchase. And if you purchase at the level where you get the master resale rights, then it doesn't cost you anything anymore. You own it, and you own the ability to resell it. Now, let's talk about an MLM. Has anybody here?
About some MLMs.
Has anybody here tried an MLM?
I have.
I have.
I have.
Put a 1 in the comments if you.
So easy.
Put a 1 in the comments if you've tried an MLM. Did you make a 100% profit? I don't think so. I think you were lucky if you made 20 to 25% profit.
I don't think we even made that much. I want to say
15.
Outside of my travel company, the travel company, I do make 25%. But all the other ones I've done, I think it was closer to like 10%.
Okay. And from what I remember from the last one that I was in, it was on a sliding scale. When you got real successful, they would pay you a little bit more. But to get real successful, you were on the bottom scale. I'm sorry. I know y'all can probably hear David's phone in the background, but he's out working in the yard. All right. So if you've got a product, and let's say you sell or promote a product that's worth $900, how much do you get to take home? $900.
That's right.
The same product over here, let's say you had a $900 product on your MLM, and you only get to take home 25%, you're looking at $225. All right, so quick question. Which do you prefer? Put it in the comments.
100%, absolutely.
100%. I want that $900 in my bank account.
So, if you think about it, with all the different programs that we have, I mean, our lowest is 100, so you could get in at 100. But even at the next lowest at 300, that's more than you'd be making at just 25%. So, hi, Mike. Welcome in. I'm glad you made it.
Hey, Janet. Hey, Yvonne. KK Softball. We're so glad to have y'all in here.
And so the fact that you can make 100% right from the get-go, that means you are making your money back after the very first sale.
The very first sale.
And there's nowhere else like that.
No.
I mean, there's no other business model out there that, especially, I mean, obviously you own your own business. You're going to get 100% of whatever the profit is or whatever the sale is. But
there's no overhead.
In your own business, you have all the overhead of all the things. I mean, you have to pay for cell phones, you have to pay for internet, you have to pay for a building, you have to pay for inventory. But this is a digital product, so you're literally not even, you don't have to add anything.
No. There's no monthly expenses.
I already own my own house, so I don't have to pay for a building to run this business out of.
Yeah. And it's done on your phone. Most of us have a phone. You don't have to have a computer. You don't have to have an iPad. You don't have to have a laptop. You got to have one of those four, but just one of them. And most of us do have a phone. So the product is a digital product. They have 4 levels. You can get in at the 4 different levels. Jenna, can your people see my stuff also?
I think so.
Okay, good. All right, so you can start at 1. You can start at 100, 300, 600, or 900. And there are PAYMENT plans. So
I think you can say payment plans. It's okay.
Okay.
You don't have to spell it.
I thought we had to spell it. Okay. Hey, Brenda.
I think that's for any content that we put out that stays out there. I don't know. There's so many rules that like I need to know all the TikTok rules.
Well, there's a user agreement you can go read. Somebody chastised me the other day for not reading it all, and I'm like, yeah, no, I hadn't done that, so not going to. Spoiled Cupid, glad to have you.
Reads the fine print on stuff like that.
Huh?
I said, who actually reads the fine print on stuff like that?
She's one of the mentors in the community that did the LinkedIn training the other day. She's 75 years of age, and when she left her corporate job, she got into this to help her son and to do some other things, and she reads all the fine print. I read a little bit of the fine print, and then I just quit. I'm not much interested in more of the fine print. Hey, Seth. Hey, Mary. We're talking about budgeting today. We're talking about, we asked a question if you've ever been in an MLM to put a 1 in there. We don't think they're successful. We don't want 25% or less payback. We want 100%. So we're talking about digital marketing can provide 100%. If you've got the right product, then that's the step 1 in having a successful business. What's step 2, Jenna?
Well, before we move on, I want to talk about it a little bit more. And so,
okay,
really what it is that we have.
Okay.
And what the program teaches people.
Okay.
So it teaches you how to market yourself, your business, or your product online. And if you do not currently have a product, a business, or you're trying to become a TikTok influencer, you can sell the product itself. The program itself is your product, and you can sell that for 100%. So a lot of people within our community had a business or have a business, and they wanted to learn how to promote it more online, because promoting online is the easiest thing, which we'll get to, but that's what this program does. It teaches you how to get seen, which we're going to talk about, but that's what the program is. And then you also have the ability to sell the program at 100%, which why wouldn't you? So
exactly.
All right, so number 2.
So let me wait before you move on. I want to rephrase what you just said for those for the older generation. You are basically getting an educational program as if you went to continuing education. You're going to get videos that walk you through step by step on what you need to do. And we have 3 different types of customers who are interested in your product. The customer who has a small business, like Jenna indicated, the customer who wants to learn to create a product online. We have training in there for that. And the customer like me, and I think Jenna, although she might have other ambitions. I don't. But we just want to share the word about this good product to get it out there so that other people can purchase and live the life of freedom by reselling it. There's lots of people that need to learn how to do online marketing for their own business, then to create online. And then we're just the ones that are just selling it for, you might call it commissions, but it's profit. It's not commissions. Okay. I'm sorry. Thank you. Hey, Caroline. Hey, sweetie. Those are my foster grandchildren. My first set of foster grandchildren. All right, Jenna, let's talk about
second thing we got. My screen's a little bigger. We got is automation. So in automations, and with automation, it's done for you. So you can, as we posted a video earlier, where you can literally be clocked out. You're not working. You're hanging out with your kids, with your grandkids, with whomever, whatever, doing whatever you want to do, and your business is still working for you because you have the website, you have the funnel, you have all of it set up. There's no sending a DM to follow up 100 times. There's no getting told no. There's none of that. You literally just have your customers, your clients, whatever you want to call them.
Hey,
go
Jill.
to the website. You put in your email address, or they put in their email address, and it's all set up. Everything is done for you, and we didn't have to do any of that work because part of the program, it gives us all of that stuff. It's all set up for us, and all we have to do is point and click and copy and paste a few things, and it's all done. And that, for me, was a huge, I mean, I know for you because you are really not tech savvy, but I'm a little more tech savvy, and I still, I don't want to do it. I don't want to learn how to build a funnel. I don't want to learn how to do all that stuff. Hey, Ratan, Sarah, welcome in.
Emil, yeah.
Sanders. I didn't want to learn how to do that. So, and you and I have talked about that before. Was okay, how do we build a funnel? How do we get people in? But this system gave that all to us, which was really nice that we didn't have to do any of that.
So,
and then the emails, all the emails are written for us. They're all set up. All we have to do is copy and paste it all in, and we're good to go. Just so nice.
Yeah. So to reiterate that, you can get on YouTube and learn how to do all of that. You can get on YouTube and learn how to make earrings. You can get on YouTube and learn how to have a crafty, whatever. I didn't want to. Jenna didn't want to. We wanted the business to start working immediately. And I think within 48 hours, we were up and running. And
yeah, I did most of it within 5 or 6 hours. And then, I had to go take care of kids. So
yeah. So we wanted our business up and running, and we didn't want to learn how to build a funnel. We didn't want to learn how to build a website. We didn't want to learn how to write emails that are moving and, cause somebody to take action. We didn't want to learn how to do any of that. And with this plug and play system, it's excellent. The automation is already set up for us. Hey, BJ. Hey, Jeffrey. Thank y'all for coming in. So the automation is very important. Our mentor gives an example about Amazon. Has anybody bought anything on Amazon lately? Put a 1 in the comments if you bought anything on Amazon lately.
Or even if you haven't bought on Amazon, if you've ever bought anything online, period, which most people is through Amazon, but my mother, she does not have Amazon. She's
really,
I don't know, out of touch with reality. But so if you've ever purchased anything online, put a 1 in the comments.
Hey, Jeffrey. Hey, BJ. Thank y'all for stopping by. Thank y'all for spending time with us. So the example that she gave was, if you've purchased anything online, you didn't have to talk to anybody on the phone. You didn't have to DM anybody. You didn't have to spend any time other than shopping, pointing, clicking, and purchasing. And that's automation out there working. Can you imagine what Amazon's business would look like if they had to have enough employees to talk to people regularly? No. And number 4, I'm going to say relate. One of the trainings in our business taught us how to relate to our perfect customer. As you can probably tell by looking at Jenna and I, our perfect customers are going to be different customers. I am looking for customers who are looking to retire. They want to get out of debt. And I don't necessarily mean credit card debt. Maybe you want your house to be paid for. Maybe you want, whatever your debt is. It's not necessarily a bad thing that you're in debt, but you want to retire and not have to do that debt. Jennifer? Jennifer. Welcome, Jennifer. Jenna, tell us about your perfect customer. Ghost, welcome.
So, typically a perfect customer is like you. So for me, I'm a veteran. I served 11 years in the United States Army. I'm a mom of younger children. So my daughter just graduated kindergarten and my son starts pre-K this fall. So they're younger.